I'd like to welcome you all to coming to this exciting event. The first thing I'd like to do is introduce Owen McCarthy, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Owen. I'd like to introduce the MHS members of the MHS Concert Choir under the direction of Patrick Converse, singing the national anthem for us today. Thank you. Thank you all for taking the time to be here today to mark this important milestone in our project. I'd like to extend a warm welcome on behalf of the Building Committee to everyone here and to our special guests from the MSBA, our legislative delegation, the Board of Selectmen, the school committee, and MHS students. This exciting project has been moving forward for more than 4 years on paper. Now it is moving ahead in concrete and steel. The vision that was crafted with tremendous input from the community of an integrated modern high school with a fully developed campus is becoming a reality. Behind me will be a state-of-the-art, efficient building that meets the latest standards for energy conservation. The solar array on the roof has been developed in partnership with Middleborough Gas and Electric. The reorganized campus will be safer for traffic and for building security issues that have been thoroughly addressed. Our students will finally be able to play their home games at home on a comprehensive on-site sports complex. The Building Committee is grateful for the financial support of the town and the MSBA, who has been a great partner in putting this important project together. Now I'd like to introduce the first of several speakers. I'd like to ask Rich Young to come up. Rich is the chairman of the Middleborough School Committee and a member of the Building Committee.
Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to say something about the importance of this building. Today we break ground not only for the new high school, but for the hub of our community. Aside from the police and fire stations, which are open 24/7, each day this will be the first town building open and the last town building closed. We want this to be a place not for just 9th to 12th grade, but for the entire town. The desire is for this to be open and accessible to everyone year-round, not just 180 school days. On behalf of the Middleborough School Committee, I'm here to say thanks. As a member of the building committee, I understand the long process this took to get to this day, so it is only fitting that I get to thank those who helped us along the way. First, I want to thank Jack McCarthy, the Executive Director of MSBA, and the Treasurer of the Commonwealth, Deb Goldberg, for truly being partners in this endeavor. Without your commitment to ensuring the children of the Commonwealth get state-of-the-art schools, we wouldn't be here. Thank you to the people of Middleborough who attended community forums, those who attended town meeting, those who voted in the election. We thank you for listening, participating, and approving your new high school. Thank you to our legislative delegation, to Mr. Orrell and Ms. Lantana for joining us here today and starting their work with us on this process. And a huge thank you to Senator Pacheco and Representative Gifford for having been here from the start and having your staff available to us to answer questions when we needed help. We thank you to our support team, which first started out as Compass and DRA, and now the Fontaine Brothers Construction. You've always taken the time to listen to our thoughts and learn about this community, so that this high school isn't just a new high school, but truly Middleborough's new high school. Thank you to the school's fantastic administration team, led by Superintendent Lynch, and alumni of the current high school behind you, and his desire to make this project state-of-the-art that was built within the fiscal means of the community, coupled with Principal Brannigan's desire to create a place for our students that they can call home. I want to thank our staff and students. Thank you for your willingness to put up with issues that will be encountered along the way, the loss of athletic fields, the season of away games, the loud noises, parking problems, and from what we hear, the occasional shaking. Thanks for putting up with the problem for the next few months. I do want to say thank you to those students who won't be going to the new school, especially the class of 19, which my son is a member, and I have many friends of that class. I wish for all of you that this could have come sooner. But please know that your work in the classroom, on the athletic fields, on the stage, in concert, and in the community is the foundation on which we build this new high school. Thank you for the men and women who served on our building committee, both past and present. We thank you for your oversight, opinions, and dedication, and of course, your hard work. You all volunteered to take on this project and work tirelessly on its behalf. Finally, this community owes a huge thank you to Rob DeRogers. As chairman of this building committee, he has guided the process from the very start. He has dedicated his time and efforts to our community for a long time. Time and time again, Middleborough has asked for Rob's help, and he has been there because he loves this community. Middleborough and our new high school is better because of his time, effort, and love. So we want to thank Rob. Thank you very much.
And that concludes the assembly. Next, I'd like to welcome Diane Stewart, the Chair of the Board of Selectmen.
Thank you, Rob. As you said, I'm the chair of the Board of Selectmen right now. I am also a member of the High School Building Committee. And for all of you who work at the high school, you probably would better know me as Ricky Stewart's sister. So, Middleborough built 2 high schools in the 1900s, one in 1927, which is currently utilized as the MEC, and was utilized as the junior high when I went there in the late 90s. The second is the building in front of me, which was built in 1971. My mother graduated from the current high school in 1981, and I graduated in 2002. I went on from there to college, law school, and eventually opened my own business downtown, and have been serving the town for almost 10 years on different boards and committees. I often hear people talk about the fact that Middleborough maybe considers itself too much like towns like Wellesley or Duxbury. Middleborough High School may not rank in the top 10 public high schools in the state, but when I went here, I had opportunities to take advanced placement classes, senior internships, band, drama. I learned sportsmanship and team building on the field hockey team. I drafted a bill and argued a mock court case through Youth in Government, which is a partnership with the YMCA. We had an award-winning baseball team. We had a widely recognized student council. I believe it was the biggest student council in the state, which is certainly a testament to Paul Brannigan's leadership. He was not the principal at the time, but he was certainly a leader at the school. So when people say a school is not just brick and mortar, I wholeheartedly agree. The success of a school is the teachers and faculty and what parents and students put into it. However, while it is not only brick and mortar, those elements are incredibly important. One of my most vivid memories was a computer class my freshman year. We were in the middle of class, and the entire bottom metal part of a heater panel just fell out of the ceiling, and gallons of water came rushing out of it about 5 feet behind me, and within feet of 20-something computers. It was difficult to stay focused in physics class, which was located in one of the inner, stuffy, windowless rooms on the 3rd floor, and especially in May and June when the temperatures were around 90 degrees outside. The band and the twirlers shared a space, which often made practice difficult. I've had the opportunity to tour the high school several times over the past decade, and as technology advances, the building becomes more and more unsuitable for 21st century learning. It's incredibly important to ensure that our students are able to excel, especially compared with students in other communities. There's not a single ADA compliant restroom in this school right now. When my brother attended, he had to use one of the teachers' bathrooms because it was the only one that his wheelchair was mostly able to fit into. I'm incredibly proud of my hometown for making the decision to move forward with a new high school, to provide our students with a space which will be accessible to all students and faculty, and to provide them with the tools to succeed. Thank you to the members of the High School Building Committee, especially led by Chairman Rob DeRogers, and to Compass Project Management, DRA Architects, and now Fontaine Brothers, for working so closely with the committee and the town, and for ensuring that the project has been completely transparent from the beginning. I'm excited to see this long overdue project finally coming to fruition. Thank you.
And now I'd like to welcome the man of the hour, Paul Brannigan, principal of the Middleborough High School.
Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for being here today on a really exciting and historic day for our school and for our community. To the town of Middleborough, all of our elected officials, to the MSBA, and to our Compass Project Management team, to the DRA team, and to our building committee, I want to thank you on behalf of the entire faculty and staff and students for taking our collective voice and vision of the new Middleborough High School to life. From the renderings that you see here in front of us and also in the cafeteria, that the story of the new Middleborough High School is one that all of us collectively in this building has told. And we're really excited to see it finally come to fruition. As an educator, in 22 years in Middleborough Public Schools, this truly is an experience of a lifetime to create the future high school for many generations to come in a community that we all love. Middleborough is a very special place, and our entire school district is committed to ensure success for every student in every classroom every day. This is especially true in the building that stands behind you. This school has been home to thousands of students for close to 50 years. This school has guided and shaped truly amazing people that are doing some incredible things today. This building has shaped the definition of Sachem pride, and I could not be prouder to have spent my career here. I have grown up as a teacher in this school, and I know many of my colleagues can say the same, and beyond honored to now serve as the principal of this great school. As we look into the field behind me is our future. This school will serve as the flagship of our school district, and know that for many generations to come through our community, they will have a state-of-the-art high school facility that will help shape every student to be strong academically, socially, and athletically, with the essential skills that they need to work and live in this ever-changing society. As we are excited as we are about the future of our school and the new story that will begin in 2021, we must remember one of the greatest stories ever told, the current MHS. We promise to take the pride and culture and the love of the orange and black into the new school and ensure that our school and the love for the Sachem will only grow and prosper. To the town of Middleborough, We know that you will be proud of this facility and promise to uphold the ideals of what the last 48 years have brought to the thousands that have walked the halls of our school. Thank you so much for this amazing chance of a lifetime. The future of MHS is truly on the horizon. And I know that I want to take one opportunity to thank the faculty and staff, and namely the administration, for being so supportive through the last few years of this very important process, that this building will be our story, and it will be the students of this high school for the many generations to come that will be able to benefit from what this incredible facility will be able to give. And to the town of Middleborough, we promise to make you proud. Thank you.
And now I'd like to ask Mandy Buchan, who's president of the class of 2021, to address us.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mandy Buchan, and I am the class of 2021 president. As a member of what will be the first graduating class to move into the new school, I'm extremely honored and excited to help transition the Sachem spirit that we all know and love into a new and welcoming environment. I'm so grateful to live in a town filled with so many dedicated teachers, parents, and students. And it's amazing that we will soon have a new school that reflects on our wonderful community. Although my own experience at Middleborough High School will be coming to an end, I am proud to play a role in the beginning of something that will last forever. Thank you all.
And now I'd like to welcome Natalia Parkinson, who's the president of the class of 2022.
Good afternoon. I am Natalia Parkinson, the class president of the graduating class of 2022. When my class and I entered the school months ago, a sense of togetherness and the welcoming feeling that came from the staff and student body overpowered the fear that each of us had. For every student within Middleborough High School, this place is more than just a school. It is a second home filled with people who are like your family. Being one of the first graduating classes of the new high school allows for my class to welcome the future students into the new school, teaching them what it is like to be a Sachem and allowing them to carry on the legacy that has been created within this school. My class and I are so grateful to have the ability to be one of the first graduating classes of the new high school and to also have the same impact that the upperclassmen have had on us, making sure that every student that enters the new high school feels as if they are at home. Thank you.
We have representatives here from the MSBA, Mass School Building Association Authority. Mr. Jack McCarthy, who's the Deputy Chief Executive and Executive Director.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Treasurer Goldberg and Jim McDonald, who's here with me, and the rest of the staff and board at the Mass School Building Authority, thank you for allowing us to be part of this honor. You know, the mission of the MSBA is to partner with Massachusetts communities to support the design and construction of educationally appropriate, flexible, sustainable, and cost-effective public school facilities. And this project certainly meets that ideal. Benjamin Franklin once said, an investment in education pays the best interest. And we at the MSBA are proud to be your investing partner to the tune of $42 million plus of state contribution. I want to congratulate Rob and his team for assembling the great consultants that you had, DRA, Compass Management, and Fontaine Brothers. And I have no doubt, and I'm looking at them right now, I have no doubt that they will bring this project home on time and on budget. And the reason I'm confident is because that's what they do for us all over the rest of the state. So congratulations for picking such a good team. Hopefully it'll make your job easier. And now the pressure's on you guys to do what I just said. I also want to just recognize some of the leadership that you have up at Beacon Hill. Senator Pacheco has been around for a long time, and quite frankly, so have I. And we've worked on many things from when I was in the Secretary of State's office till I was in the Inspector General's office. And I can honestly say, without the leadership of Mark Pacheco, I probably wouldn't be standing here today, because he was one of the folks that actually brought the Mass School Building Authority into existence in 2004. So thank you for your leadership, Senator Pacheco, on that. And I know we have Representative Orell and Representative Natra. Is it Natra or Natra? I'm sorry. Lanatra, sorry. They're our newest representatives, and they couldn't have better teachers than Susan Williams Gifford and Senator Pacheco of, how it is to be a great representative for your town. So thank you all for your leadership and your future leadership for me. There was a writer for the Salt Lake City Tribune who once described a school as a building of 4 walls with tomorrow inside. And we at the MSBA are proud to be part of the Sachems tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay. I'd like to ask Mark Pacheco to come up and address us.
Thank you very much to all the members of the legislature, my colleagues who are here from the House of Representatives, to the school committee members, the Board of Selectmen, the Superintendent, Town Manager, all the local officials, all those that are on the building, that were part of the building committee. This is an amazing effort that takes place in communities across the Commonwealth that embark upon this journey to make sure that tomorrow actually will exist behind those 4 walls. And Deb Goldberg and her staff in the Treasurer's Office have been, as has been said, tremendous partners with the legislature. I can remember back when we put this revised new program into place, we wanted to make sure that there was a significant commitment of tax dollars that would be there. And so we took a penny from the sales tax and dedicated it to public school construction here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I have taxpayers ask me all the time where their money goes, right? Well, look behind me. That's where close to $43 million of your money will be going. That's just the state portion on this project. We were in Taunton the other day, where we had another project, and I was in Carver not too long before that, where there's another one going on. So that when you look at the countless millions of dollars that are being invested today for tomorrow, it is a significant commitment from the taxpayer for something that will indeed pay dividends way into the future. Finally, I want to say thank you to the people that really make a difference. Not with this project specifically, but the people that have been making a difference every day in the old building and will be making a difference every day in the new building. And that is the teachers, those are the teachers, the educational leaders in the classroom that connect with those young people that are the future. They, as educators, are touching the future every day. And to the students who spoke earlier, and listening to you, the way you carry yourself, your presence, your remarks before all of us, I know that our future is secure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator. And now I'd like to welcome Kathleen Denatra, representative, Middleborough's newest representative.
Oh, did she? Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kathy. It's Lanatra for everybody. It's hard to pronounce so and then. Everybody, you've heard so many wonderful speakers, and they've taken everything that I wanted to say and have said it. So I want to thank you for inviting me to this wonderful day here. It's been a long process, 4 years, and here we are. We get to start actually building this school. What is so evident about Middleborough, you have such a great sense of community. The whole community came together for this project, and it's going to benefit everyone in the community. So congratulations to all of you for coming together and getting this project on the road.
I'd like to recognize Representative Norman Orrell.
Thank you, Rob, and congratulations to the building committee and the school committee, the selectmen, all the other elected officials, all the people who have put so much hard work into what's going on behind me and what we officially commemorate as the start of that construction today. It's a day that we will remember. Those here, those in the future will look back upon it and understand what a momentous day it is, that we can celebrate the beginning of something new. And as has been said before, it's more than just the brick and the mortar. It's the community, it's the teachers, it's the faculty, staff, and the students that will be coming for many generations. And it's our hope that their success will be as good as this project has so far gone. May it continue to go well. May it go speedily and well. May the workers remain safe. And may we all be back here soon to celebrate the grand opening. Thank you.
And now I'd like to introduce Representative Susan Williams-Gifford.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I have to say that the one good thing about batting cleanup is that, unlike my colleague Kathy said, when you go last, everything that should have been said has already been said. So my remarks will be very brief along that line. But one thing I did want to mention, I was surprised that nobody mentioned it, is could we have picked a better backdrop for the ceremony of the groundbreaking with the heavy equipment back here? That was not lost on me for 1 second. I said, that is awesome, whoever came up with that idea. But speaking of awesome, this is an awesome day for the town of Middleborough, for parents, for educators and administrators. But first and foremost, it is an awesome day for the students who will be attending this wonderful high school. Natalia said in her remarks that this is a place that should feel like home. And when you're home, you feel safe and you feel proud. And that is what this new building, and again, it's been mentioned, it's brick and mortar, but it is really so much more than that. That is what this new building will provide to all of those who pass through the doors. So I am very honored to be here today, and I just wanted to extend my sincere congratulations to everybody who worked so hard to make this happen and refuse to take no for an answer. You all have to be commended for your efforts and your love of this community. So thank you very much. Good luck. And as Norman said, I hope everything goes swiftly and smoothly.
That's our mantra, is on time and under budget. So if we could have a hand for the people who are from the state level have supported us as we've gone through this long project. Now we're going to have a brief performance by the MHS Concert Choir. Thank you. That was members of the MHS Concert Choir. And now for the part of the ceremony you've all been waiting for, the exciting part where we actually break ground. I'd like to ask the speakers and members from DRA and Construction Project Management to come up and let's break some ground. And I'd like to invite our final speaker today, Superintendent Brian Lynch. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.
Give it hell.
Looks like I have a new hat. I'll wait till folks settle. Good afternoon to all our honored guests. Senator Pacheco, Representatives Lenatra, Gifford, Oral, MSBA Executive Director Jack McCarthy, Middleborough Board of Selectmen, Middleborough School Committee, members past and present, MHS faculty and staff, all of our other honored guests, especially Mandy, Natalia, and all our MHS students. They did a nice job tonight. Thank you to all of you. It is indeed an honor and a pleasure for me to close out today's groundbreaking ceremony. As a young boy, I, along with my brothers Link and Tom, watched our future high school being built. During Saturday tours with my father, the then superintendent of schools. 50 years later now, I do Saturday tours with my 10-year-old daughter, Grace, who is very much interested in the construction of this project. And for me, my family has come full circle. It's pretty awesome. This afternoon, we've heard a great deal about the state-of-the-art new high school being built here on this site. But I'd like to remind everyone present that our Middleborough High School is not just a facility. It is also the characteristic spirit, culture, and climate of the entire school community. Author and consultant James Hunter once said that an organization, or in this case, a school's culture should go much deeper than a mission statement. Culture should be defined as how group members, namely faculty, students, staff, and administration, actually behave, repeatedly and habitually. Further, a school's climate is ultimately the product of the attention spent developing these behaviors. So climate is a school's effects on its people. It's something that's palpable and you can feel. The Greek language has a word for this combination of culture and climate. The word is ethos, which taken literally means character, but has also come to be more commonly known or used to describe the guiding beliefs or ideals that characterize a community or ideology. At Middleborough High School, this culture, climate, or ethos has come to be known as Sachem pride, Sachem strength, and Sachem spirit. It is indeed a feeling, and it is pervasive and palpable. To illustrate my point, I would like to share some additional personal experience. When I proudly graduated as a member of the Middleborough high school class of 1979, you do the math, I carried with me great memories of my experience, great friends, athletics, musical shows, and some not so typical experiences that four-year educations provide. 4 years of Russian language, a strong student government organization, which started back then, a fantastic music program, which featured the Sachem Marching 100, and participation on the newly formed MHS swim team. Believe it or not, I was a swimmer. I moved on to Stonehill College and certainly carried my memories with me, but I don't recall having a real emotional connection to this high school. Now, some 40 years later, I have had 3 daughters graduate from Middleborough High School. My middle daughter, Maggie, who was an accomplished student and an athlete here, moved on to St. Anselm College. Following her graduation, a place she had handpicked, which we all agreed was the perfect school for her. By October of her freshman year, she seemed a bit disenchanted, and by Thanksgiving, she was discussing a transfer to another school. To help her discover the source of her angst, we did a little root cause analysis, or as it's commonly known as, we peeled back the onion. At the end of this exercise, when asked, what is it about St. Anselm College that makes you want to transfer? She replied, in tears, Dad, it's just not Middleborough High School. My daughter had clearly established an emotional connection to the culture, climate, spirit, and ethos of a high school, which has come to value the development of these qualities as an integral part of the MHS experience. This, I feel, in large part, is due to the accomplished leadership of Mr. Paul Brannigan, Jr. Thank you, Paul. By the way, Maggie returned to St. Anselm, found her niche, and graduated a proud Anselmian, while also maintaining a strong emotional connection to her Sachem roots. Joel Barker, a business and technology futurist, once said that vision without action is merely a dream. And action without vision is simply passing the time. But vision combined with action will make a positive difference. The vision for this third millennium Middleborough High School was carefully identified and developed through the collective efforts of our students, faculty, staff, community members, school committee, and Mr. Paul Brannigan, Jr. Principal. The action planning steps were completed by the Middleborough School Building Committee under the leadership of Chairman Rob DeRozier, thank you Rob, with the guidance and experience of Compass Project Management and DRA Design Team. Ultimately, this action planning came with the acceptance of the proposed project by the Mass School Building Authority, thank you Jack and company, and the ultimate approval of the citizens of the town of Middleborough. Joel Barker, the author, would be proud of what we've been able to do here. We were able to combine a clear vision with appropriate action steps, and we will indeed make a difference as a result. On behalf of the grateful and appreciative Middleborough Public School community, I assure you that this building rising up behind me, eventually, when combined with the culture, climate, ethos, and Sachem pride, strength, and spirit, which will be brought through its doors within the hearts and minds of the faculty and students of the current MHS, will indeed make a positive and life-changing difference in the lives of countless Middleborough students for generations to come. Thank you very much.
You're all welcome to join us in the cafeteria for some receptions. And if anyone would like to have their picture taken shoveling some high-quality gravel, please feel free to jump up here and do that, all right? So we'll see you inside. Thank you for coming.